Good evening all boys and girls of the YTPC. Andy the Angling Piper here. Apologies first of all for the length of time since my last video was updated, or uploaded I should say. Just before Christmas I was at a fishing venue where you have to walk your gear from the water's edge to the car. It's about 250 yards I suppose, and as I was making my trips backwards and forwards to pack up my gear into the car, someone spiked my car. They got away with about £5,000 worth of fishing equipment, my iPad, GoPro, and several other items of personal equipment of mine, which, as you can imagine, left me in not such a great mood. But fortunately I was covered by insurance. I've now managed to replace my iPad. I have a GoPro on its way to me, and the car fortunately was found, although empty. Wasn't damaged too badly, so that's been repaired. Now to the serious stuff. Tonight I am smoking my little Peterson tankard, a particularly lovely pipe. Has a little P-lip, and it's turning out to be quite a favourite of mine. Something I said. That's my little dog. When I get home, he cuddles up to me as hard as he can and doesn't leave my side. I think he's getting a bit jealous because I'm talking to other people. But no, it's becoming a very regular smoke, this pipe. It's just perfect. It's the right size. I don't have time to have a long, relaxing pipe in the way I'd like to most of the time. It's just a quick pipe here and there, and this is absolutely perfect for that. And in it today I have some Samuel Garwith's Cabby's mixture, which again has become a particular favourite. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's a very, very pleasant smoke. A very pleasant smoke. Now, reason for the video. Not only is it to apologise for my absence and to wish you all a very happy and hopefully prosperous new year, I'd also excuse me, come on, lay down. That's it, good lad. There he is. This here is my little Bailey. Say hello to the people? No? Okay. There's one particular gentleman who I've grown very fond of through the YTPC. A gentleman by the name of Stephen Beerbeard, and his fireside rambles and his fantastic taste in music. Stephen, you really have got the most fantastic collection of albums. Excuse me. Now I know, Stephen, you, if you haven't already, you're waiting on some results for a biopsy that you had just recently. So I'd like to wish you all the best for that. My thoughts are with you. I hope everything turns out well. And I'll look forward to your next video with bated breath. And I've tried a few of the beers you've been drinking as well, and I must admit, I have a very similar taste in beer to you. Very similar taste. A couple of those beers I've liked immensely, especially the King Goblin and the 6X. They're quite pleasant. Very, very nice. But still, I digress. I went up to the pipe show last year in October, and I had the great pleasure of meeting a few people. And there was one particular guy there who I never actually spoke to on the day, but I found out his handle, title, what do you call it? that was Swing Kid. So I subscribed to his channel and I started watching a few of his videos, and I've been pleasantly surprised. He's a very, very nice guy. Very, very nice guy. So again, if you haven't already, I suggest you go across and subscribe to his channel. Check him out. He's really worth a watch. His passion is of yesteryear. He dresses accordingly and he drives a car of the period. And the obvious joy that that gives him comes out in everything that he does. His videos are informational. They're of content. If you understand my meaning, it's not just like mine, just gabbing off for the sake of gabbing off. He will take you and show you viaducts, a visit that he made to Northern Briars, show you how to trim a tree. You know, all things that have some kind of value to them, which was really good, really good. And I don't know, I seem to have missed quite a bit since I've been gone, and it's very heartwarming to see that things are still progressing in the YTPC, and the comradeship and the brotherhood is still there. You know, the generosity of some of you guys is just fantastic. Not just with the gifts that you give out, but with your time, with your information, with your reviews. It really is quite fantastic. And with all this hatred that's in the world now, to have this little corner of severity is just so comforting. If you can imagine, I work very, very long hours. For instance, I'm home just for one night since Christmas, and we're home, as I said, just for the one night, and then tomorrow about midday I'll be flying off down to the West Country. We'll be down in the West Country for 3 weeks, and then we're going up to Norfolk and Norwich for a further 3 weeks, I believe. So it'll be quite a while before I get home again. But that's the job, unfortunately. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. But I've been watching a lot of the videos from the guys from, as they say, across the pond, from America. And I must admit, if I'm honest, very jealous. Very jealous of the tobaccos that they can get hold of, the varieties and the prices. It's just, it knocks our tobacco shops into a cocked hat. It really does. Excuse me, I need to relight. Really is a lovely smoking pipe, this one. And lighting it with my Peterson pipe with my Peterson lighter. Very, very good lighters. But no, as I was saying, I've watched a few of the videos. Stephanie, I should say, the piping artist, who puts up some fantastic videos, and her artwork is really worth checking out. I suggest you do check that out. Her artwork is quite brilliant. I believe she's a teacher. Not absolutely certain, I beg your pardon, but I believe she's a teacher. Probably an art teacher, I would have thought, from the work that she does is quite phenomenal. But I was watching one of her videos the other day of the pipes that she got given to her, or that she purchased, I'm not sure which, and some of the tobaccos that were gifted to her. How I wish I could get my hands on them, especially the Frogmorton range and the Drew Estates. Now, I've tried the Drew Estates cigars, and I like them immensely. And strangely enough, we can get them here, but we can't get pipe tobacco here from them, or I don't think we can. Perhaps somebody in the YTPC could put me right on that if I'm wrong. Again, with the Macallan's Frogmortons, I'd love to try those, but again, we can't get them, or I'm unaware of anywhere that sells them in this country. But there are so many different types and different blends over there that they can get hold of that we can't. It's just, I am so jealous. But I will figure out a way. I have tried once. I bought some tobacco from one of the retailers over there, and I had it shipped over, and unfortunately customs nabbed it, and I ended up having to pay something like £400 in import tax, and it was crazy. But I got it, and I've enjoyed the tobacco, so everybody's a winner, I suppose. But I am going to figure out a way to get some. Now, I know my sister's going over sometime this year, so I'm hoping she's going to stow a few tins away for me. But you never know. But the whole pipe community seems to be growing with quite a vigour at the moment. Every time I tune in, there's another pipe smoker that's come onto the YTPC, and we're being directed to them, and that's fantastic. You know, I've been smoking a pipe now for about about 10 years, I suppose, and I really did think it was a dying thing. I mean, in Littlehampton, where I live, if I want to get to a brick and mortar shop, I think the nearest one to me is Brighton, which is 26 miles away. So, you know, everything I get has to come from the internet. I do travel around quite a lot, and if I'm lucky, I'll get into a town where there is a tobacconist, and I always go in and check out the various different types of tobacco they've got. And I've got quite a nice cellar going on now. Not as good as I'd like, but I've got a few tins stashed away for later on. I know I've got some Syrian Perique that's about 2012. I got some old Dark Flake, which is 2012, and somewhere in there, I think I believe, if memory serves me right, I've got a tin of Brown Flake, which is, I think, about 2008. So I'm looking forward to smoking some of that. And I've got some Condor in there, which is, I think it's about 2000. Now, I've opened that and I've tried some. And let me tell you, that with that much age on it is absolutely fantastic. Really is beautiful. And I've already decanted some out into my tobacco pouch, ready for taking off on my travels, and I've tinned some more up to take with me along with other blends. So hopefully now with the iPad I should be able to keep up with my videos and maybe get in contact a little bit more and on a more regular basis. But for now, we're already up to 14 minutes, so I think I'm going to call it a halt there. I think I've bored you quite enough. So until the next time, keep them burning. Cheers for now.